Get involved.
Everybody get Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ow. Come on. Everybody over there.
Get into it. Get into it.
Right over here.
Right there. A man who's fought for the people his whole life. Reverend Al Sharpton and Linda McCluskey.
Good afternoon. You all know this man, but did you know he's been an ordained minister since he was the age of 9? At age 15, he was the youth director of Operation Breadbasket, and at age 16, he founded National Youth Movement. He's been a presidential candidate and a tireless defender of the poor and the oppressed. If you've got a problem, he's got your back. Reverend Sharpton, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. And my friend here, Lindsay, is a recent graduate of the University of Massachusetts Amherst, where she earned a BA in anthropology. Congratulations, Lindsay. She's been organizing for increased college affordability since her sophomore year in college. And she serves as chair of the United States Student Association.
Young people in this country have been organizing and fighting for college access and college affordability for decades because our government, both federal and state, have continually put education funding on the chopping block when times get tough. Our nation's steady divestment from public higher education has endangered the future of college in this country, leaving the average student borrower nearly $25,000 in debt. Indebted graduates then have to enter into one of the worst job markets on record for young people. The cost of paying for all students enrolled in public colleges and universities is approximately $50 billion. May sound like a lot, but this is about 5% of what is spent each year on the military budget and less than 2% of the annual federal budget. My generation is paying for our nation's warped priorities, and we can no longer afford to pay for them. Our elected officials have become concerned with what is politically expedient at the expense of creating the kind of change that we need. We can no longer afford to be the unemployed, have the doors of our nation's colleges and universities slammed shut on us, and graduates saddled with debt. To all of these problems, there are solutions. If our elected officials aren't responding to us, then we can choose new leadership. Yes, we can. We realize our collective vision through collective action. Action that calls for sweeping demands to change our education system and rebuild an education system in this country that works for America and that leaves my generation with hope that we can build a future for this country that works for all people.
That's why today I joined Lindsay, because we need America to deal with the issue of jobs. Our young people need education, but we need jobs. We've bailed out the banks. We've bailed out the insurance companies. Now it's time to bail out the American people. We need to rebuild the infrastructure and provide jobs and training for American people. I hope people look at the mob, because this is what America looks like. America is not one color and not one gender. This is what America looks like. Lindsay, I fought with Melanie Campbell and others in the civil rights community that we can stand and fight for an America that will provide decent wages, jobs, decent education. We cannot scapegoat teachers. We need to hold them accountable. But there's a difference between accountability and union busting. That's why Randy Weingarten and I are going on the road. We want to straighten out our schools, but we need teachers and parents and students to work together. Let me say this. When I was in school, Lindsay, we had midterm exams. What we had in 2008 was not the end, but a beginning. It brought us from one place in America to another. But in 4 weeks, we're going to have the midterm exam. When I had to take my midterms, I had to turn the lights on my study. I had to tell my friends, don't call me. I had to turn the TV off. I had to get ready for my midterm exam. We got to go home and we've got to hit the pavement. We've got to knock on doors. We've got to ring our church bells. We got to get ready for the midterm exam. We can't stop in 08. We got to get ready in 10. From 10-2 to 11-2, we're going to pass the midterm exam. Lastly, they say that we're apathetic. They say we're not energized. Well, you know, Lindsay, I'm a preacher. There's a story in the Bible about a man named Ezekiel. Ezekiel saw a valley full of dry bones. And somebody said, can these bones live? And the way he made them live was he started connecting them together. We came today in the shadows of the Lincoln Memorial. And if we can get connected, blacks connected to whites, Latinos connected to Asians, straights connected to gays, immigrants, and all of us that are naturally born, if we can connect these bones, we can make America breathe and make America live as one nation under God. One nation, one nation, one nation.
In the house? Yes. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you, Reverend Sharpton. I don't know how I'm going to follow that, but I will try. Digwit, everybody. That means God be with you in Irish. I'm a youth minister in Baltimore, but I'm Irish. I was born in Dublin 44 years ago. I came to Baltimore 9 years ago. I love it. The city has charmed me as only Baltimore can. I came to follow a dream. I came to follow a call, to work at what I was trained to do. I'm a teacher. I'm a listener. I'm an immigrant. And I'm a resident of this great country. America welcomed me as no other country could. And that's why I came, to work at a job and to give to this nation all that it could give to me. Anyone can come to this society if they contribute. I look out at this crowd today and I see what I saw the first day I arrived. One America. And when I say one America, I don't mean a country without problems. I mean a country that isn't afraid of its problems. America has no need to be afraid of immigrants. You have no need to be afraid of us. We had lives before we came, and we came to bring all that experience and our expertise to you. As immigrants, we come to share and to give, to grow, to prosper, not at anyone's expense, but our own. Home for some of us doesn't exist anymore. War, famine, economic laws, and government unrest forces us to come to find a life of quiet calm and to give to this country because we can. I know I'm very lucky to be here today. And now I speak on behalf of those who are afraid to speak, who cannot speak because they live in the shadows. And I speak on behalf of them because they deserve as much as I have. We as immigrants, we continue to nurse America's sick, teach America's children, and bury America's dead as we have built this nation's roads, the railways, and invented some of the best inventions of the 20th century. Henry Ford was from Ireland. Edison's father was from Canada. John Holland, the inventor of the submarine, was from County Clare. Up the banner. All of us, all of them have given to the world, and they have come to this world to a society that has given them the space and the opportunity to do so. In 2009, the combined purchasing power of Latino and Asian immigrants was $23 billion. That was in the same year that the war in Iraq costed $1.8 billion a week. So it's time for us to look for and to shout for comprehensive immigration reform to allow jobs for all, a decent life for those in the shadows, and a fair work environment for all workers. I want to tell you a story. To paraphrase a story that Bono told one time. There was an Irishman once standing at the bottom of a hill, and a car goes up to the hill, and arrives at the door of a huge mansion. The occupant got out and goes to the door and goes in, and the Irishman says, "Who does he think he is?" Now imagine the same scene with an American at the bottom of the hill. The car comes up, the door is open, the person gets out and goes into the mansion. The American gazes up and he says, "Wow, if I work hard enough, I'll get what she has. So let's get going. We would make you proud already, America. Immigrants make you proud. We already do, and with comprehensive immigration reform, we will continue to help make this country great again. I love you, America. Working together, there is no problem we cannot surmount, ever." Thank you very much indeed.